Hi everyone, welcome back to another Hornby unboxing. Today I have something pretty special once again. It's the Wartime Black Flying Scotsman, product code R3100. As many of you will know, this is not a new release by Hornby. It came out quite a few years ago, but it's been a loco that I've wanted to get for a very, very long time, and I just never I missed the opportunity to buy one when they were brand new, and I've just been sort of watching eBay for as long as I can remember really, and finally about a week ago maybe, one came up for sale in next to new condition. The box looked in good condition. It came with all the detailed parts and everything, and I just jumped on it and I bought it. So the box is very nice. It's got a little bit of information on the back, just sort of talking about how the engine was purchased by the National Railway Museum, and obviously they released this engine to the public first in this Wartime Black, which a lot of people hadn't seen before, and I just think is very cool, and just had to have it in my collection. So without any further ado, let's pull the sleeve back. I have actually already taken the loco out, just because, as you will see in here, it is the old style packaging that Hornby issue, and it's, as it is an A3, it has the plug that goes from the loco into the tender, and when it comes in this style packaging it does not come connected, so it's just such a faff to try and connect it and reconnect it. So I just thought I'd leave it out of the box, because I had to open it and put it on the rails as soon as I got it, because I was just so excited. So normal Hornby maintenance manual, nothing really too different to anything else. Decoder is fitted in the tender, which I'll put in at some point. You can remove the coal, and there are some brake rods, as we saw here. These are the ones that are under the loco. The ones on the tender are actually pre-fitted, which is just handy, I guess, really. The packaging is, of course, this old style, as it is an old loco, the split polystyrene packaging, which is not my favourite, but what can you do? It does come with the optional smoke deflectors. Obviously it's in wartime colours. So during the war, I guess, it was not fitted with smoke deflectors, so it comes without those on as standard. And if you would like, you can put the smoke deflectors on. However, I don't think that I will be, just because having looked at the loco, sorry, it does not appear like there's any actual little holes for the smoke deflectors to fit in on the side of the smoke box. So I think it would just turn out to be a mess, and I quite like it in the black without the smoke deflectors on. The only other thing you get is this, what is this, flange sort of bogey wheel, and it has little, like, the couplings and the copper piping that is under the front pistons, which is all sort of other optional stuff that you can put on the engine. So let me just clear the box away and I'll bring the engine out. Okay, so the engine is out of the packaging, and I'm just going to go through it from sort of front to back, really. As you can see on the buffer beam here, there's just an incredible amount of detail, really. It's obviously got the wartime numbers, but also, because it's technically meant to sort of reflect how it looked when it was in York a few years ago, it does have York underneath there, but I just really sort of like how they've got that white pinstriping around the outside. I've got sprung buffers as well, as expected. It does have the double chimney because it's meant to reflect how, even though it is in wartime colours, how it looks, well, how it looked before they repainted it in Brunswick green. The sort of quality of everything is very good. You can see this sort of plaque here, which is on most engines, to be honest. It just tells you sort of where the date that the engine was built and everything, and where it was built. But even though it is absolutely tiny, you can literally read word for word exactly what it says, which I think is just another sort of extraordinary bit of detail. We've got the nice nameplate there. The finish, I think, is just really nice. I really like this sort of matte black finish to the engine. Obviously, it's sort of something that not very many people will have ever seen it in this sort of colour. Well, before York sort of released it in this colour. And I don't know, there's something about it I just really like. It's obviously got, yeah, as I said, the wartime numbering. It's got 103 on this side and 502, as you can see down there on the buffer and on the other side of the cab. You can see the little flaps on the top for ventilation open. You can maybe just sort of see in there, it does have some very nice cab detailing, and it's got this little pane of glass which reflects the real engine, so it just protects the driver when he's sticking his head out the window. It has that on both sides, which is just another sort of nice touch. It does have the little plug socket as pre-mentioned, that connects the loco to the tender. And yeah, moving on to the tender itself then, it is obviously in wartime black as well, and it has the wartime lettering. I'm not entirely sure, someone else may know, but they removed the L and the R from the tender during the war for some reason. But yeah, the tender's just a normal sort of Gresley A3, A4 corridor tender, but just finished in this nice sort of matte black. The tender does actually come fitted with brake rods already. You have to put the ones on the front on yourself, but it's not really too difficult. And yeah, so overall, very nice, I'm very pleased. And let's get it on the tracks and see how it runs. Okay, so the engine is on the track, and you can see it just fits in. I'm sort of, I've got a bit of a, I don't know what you call it, a big traffic jam going on here, just because I have very little room in my sidings to fit this many express trains or express engines, so they've just sort of spilled out onto the track here. But you can see it just, I think it's just such an elegant engine, and there's just something about the sort of matte black finish of it that I think just looks really, really cool. And you can see in the background there the Cock of the North, which would be in the LNER apple green, so that's the colour it obviously was before it went into this. There will be a review on the Cock of the North coming very shortly, as it's my first engine that I've ever bought that has digital sound. But for the meantime, let's focus more on this engine. And as it is second hand, there's no sort of real point in testing it, going backwards and forwards. I know it works, even though the owner, previous owner, said on the listing that it was in brand new condition. I can tell that it has been run in the past, and I've tested it before this video just to make sure, and it works absolutely fine. But so I'm just going to run it with a few coaches. I've got this the special National Railway Museum coach that came with the limited edition Flying Scotsman in the new gloss Brunswick green, which was part of the reason that I wanted this one so much as well, because it's the two liveries so far that have been shown by the National Railway Museum, and I think just having both of them would be it's just quite a cool combination. So yeah, let's put it around the track. wrong way. And there you go. Runs very smoothly, thank God. I was very worried that it might have some sort of defect or not run. It's just a risky take, I guess, buying second hand on eBay. But thankfully, no dramas at all, and it works absolutely fine. And obviously, when it was running with the National Railway Museum, it actually pulled that British Rail Mark 1 support coach with that livery, with the National Railway Museum York written on the side behind it, which it is carrying, well, pulling behind it now, which is, I think, just quite a cool feature as well. Probably very few Hornby models, well, of this model will have ever and will ever probably pull that coach directly behind it, just because you have to have the other loco to actually own it. But I think it just looks very, very in place and very cool. Let's have a look at it coming around past the station. It is running on DC at the moment. I am running short of digital chips at the moment, so I will be putting one of those on it when I can, but at the moment all my new engines, other than the ones that come pre-fitted with digital, have not got any chips on them at the moment. But the majority of my engines do still have them. It's just one or two new ones that I've purchased that do not. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry there was a bit of a gap in uploads. I was on holiday for a few weeks, but I will be bringing more uploads very soon. If you'd like to see anything or that you see in these videos in particular, please feel free to comment or message me. Or if you'd like to see or know any further information about this engine in particular, yeah, just comment or feel free to message me. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will be doing a big video with all my Gresley engines, as I have about 5 of them on the table at the moment. But that will be coming up in the very near future. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.